So welcome back to my channel. In our last video we looked at the basic layout of the Earth's layer, the crust, mantle and the core. So today we are going deeper literally. We will explore the specific sublayer like the asthenosphere, mesosphere, understand why the Earth gets so incredibly hot inside and look at the exactly mechanics of how an earthquake triggers. This is going to be a super interesting session, so let's dive right in. So first of all, we will see core minerals, okay, and rules of depth. So let's first understand what this deep layer are made of. As we discussed, the mantle is rich in sima, that is silica and magnesium, okay, but when we look at the core, it is known as Nephe because it is primarily composed on nickel. This one is nickel and iron. Fe, iron, nickel and iron. In fact, it contains about 80% iron. How many? 80% of iron contains. So now there is a fundamental rule: as you go down in the earth, as depth increasing the temperature also. So whenever you go depth, the temperature was always increased. As we know, there is a magma, lava, heat inside, so that why. So for every 32 meter you go down, every 32 meter, this point to be noted, every 32 meter you go down, so the temperature increases 1 centimeter. Temperature increases 1 centimeter in every 32 meter whenever you go down. Okay. So because of this massive heat combined with pressure and the breakdown of the radioactive materials, rock deep inside start to melting. So the tail layer we will see in the diagram, okay, here. So if we break down the earth from the surface to the center, here is how this sublayer looked. So solid rock, which called lithosphere. This is the uppermost solid layer extending down to 100 kilometer. 100 kilometer. Now, second we will see asthenosphere, upper mantle. So located between 100 kilometer, between 100 kilometer and 700 kilometer. Because of the high heat, this layer is semi-solid or plastic-like. What it means? Durbalta Tap Mandal. Durbalta Mandal. This is where magma comes from. The convection current, magma heat, and responsible for moving the plates above. Okay. So third one is mesosphere. What we see in mesosphere, this is a lower mantle part. In lower mantle part, this goes from 700 kilometer to 2900 kilometer. And it is solid due to extreme pressure. Extreme pressure, it was too solid. Now fourth one is outer core. Outer core is what called barysphere, from 2009 kilometer to 5100 kilometer. So interestingly, so even through its deep, it is the liquid state. This one is liquid state. Now last one is inner core. In inner core, from 5100 kilometer to where is centered at 6371 kilometer. So despite the entire intense heat, the extreme pressure keeps the entire core completely solid. Okay. So how earthquake happens? Focus very epicenter. Okay. So now let's talk about a major physical event caused by their internal forces, that is earthquake. We see here earthquake. So look at this 3D block, this one. Deep inside the earth interior, there is a point where the rock fractured and energy is suddenly released. This point of origin is called hypocenter. This part is called hypocenter or the focus. So from the focus, seismic waves travel outward. The point directly above the focus right of the earth's surface is called epicenter. Right surface, upward direction it goes. So this is where the shock waves hit the surface first, cause maximum destruction. As you mean, destruction means vinash. So measuring the destruction. Now we measure the destruction. How we measure? So to measure how powerful an earthquake is, scientists use the Richter scale. This one is Richter scale. It measures the total energy released when the Richter scale shows a magnitude of 6, 7, 8 or 9. The earthquake is considerably extreme high level. So much high level it was. So it was too much of destructive, causing massive damage to life and property also. So to wrap up today's lessons, the deeper we go in the hotter it gets, turning rocks into semi-solid magma in the asthenosphere, and when the tremendous energy stored inside this layer snap, it creates a focus, hits the epicenter and result in an earthquake. So I hope this detailed breakdown made you sublayer and earthquake mechanics easy to visualize. If you found this valuable, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow students and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out next geography class. Drop your questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you in next time. Thank you so much.